Back again with an instrument from one of the most popular brands around, and it's one of their big guns. Keep watching. Yeah, hello, welcome back. It's GotAUkulele review day, as ever, with the summary video review to accompany the full detailed written review, which you'll always find on the link below these videos on the channel. Also some links down there where you can do what these people have done, which is very kindly donate to help keep the site moving and going forward, because I don't get paid, and I wouldn't want to get paid by the brands or the stores. That would just be product placement and no use to anyone. This is an independent channel, so my eternal thanks to those, and there's some links down there below if you want to do the same thing. Much appreciated. You can also help me out by subscribing to the YouTube channel. Ring the little bell, you'll get notified of new stuff when it goes live. Okay, yeah, popular brand, very, very popular brand, and that brand is Flight. I've featured them many, many times on the site. It may look like favoritism, but it isn't. It's simply that they've got so many instruments, and actually it's pretty even with the amount I've done for Carla as well, because it's the same thing. They've got so many instruments. So they're incredibly popular, lots of instruments, lots of new stuff always coming. And a bit of disclosure for potential unconscious bias with this one. I bought this one myself. This isn't a loaner. This isn't paid for with blog funds. This is my instrument because I've been wanting to scratch an itch to get something in this scale. So I did my homework, and I'm conscious that because I chose this one, I've obviously done my homework and went for something that I thought I was going to like. So I'll still approach this as fairly as I can. This is the Flight Aurora Baritone, and it's the EQA Aurora Baritone, and I think it's a very attractive instrument. This uses the same body template as the Fireball, which is another instrument I was looking at. That is to say, that big round modern swoopy bass to it and the cutaway scallop at the top, but there are differences because this is less money than the Fireball, which is also one of the reasons I went for it. This is a solid spruce top, and I like the grain on that. It's got some variation in the grain, which creates some little stripe to it, and that has been paired with laminate Indian rosewood back and sides, which is lovely and stripy and nicely book matched as well. And I just think that's a great combination, sort of chocolate and cream. Some people say it looks a bit too guitar-like. I kind of get that, yeah, perhaps a little bit plain, maybe, but I really like it. I like guitars. I think that's a really nice looking instrument. The bridge, similar in shape to the Fireball, made of rosewood, but it's not a pin bridge, it's a through bridge, rosewood, very nice and tidily finished, and sitting in that is a bone compensated top saddle. Decoration is simple. We've got black edge binding around the top and the back and down the tail stripe, an abalone sound hole ring, and that scallop, which some people don't like, but I rather do. The scallop cutaway, finished in black as well. I think that works quite well with the colours. It's not too gaudy at all, and even the abalone doesn't stand out. Finished in a gloss, which I can't find any flaws with anywhere. Very, very tidily finished. Inside's very tidy as well. Regular back bracing, notched linings, and X-braced on the top. And then you'll also spy inside this, which is my bugbear. It's a double brand active pickup running down to a jack socket down here. I don't want an active pickup. At least this doesn't have the ugly control panel on the side, which I wouldn't have bought it if it did. But you don't get a choice. I just think Flight, if they're offering these with the electrics, offer us an acoustic one as well without the pickup in it, and then people can choose what they fit if they want to pick up, or even if they want to pick up at all. So you could offer it in the same spec just without the pickup for a little less money. That's a gripe of mine. It's a very subjective one, but a lot of people will be thankful for the pickup being there. I just don't need it or want it. Right, the neck is Spectre's African mahogany. There's a joint at the heel and headstock, but they're pretty well hidden, and it's really nice to see it's finished in satin. So dead slick, pretty rounded up here at the nut, but very roomy, being a nicely made baritone. 38mm from D2E and 38mm overall, and 30 from D2E, so that's roomy. The fingerboard is rosewood. It's in really good condition and nice and dark and even in colour, and it's fitted with those semi-hemi end frets, so they've been dressed before they're fitted. I can never ever get the focus right. Oh, look at that, how lucky. I've got the focus right for, oh no, oh no, come on, here, there, yeah, nice. So they're really nice frets. So no sharp fret ends, but it's bound as well down the side in a dark wood. 19 of those, 14 to the body. I love these position dots at 5, 7, 10, 12, double 12 and one at the 15th, which kind of look like Cheerios, and the side dots as well. The nut is made of bone, and the setup I'll come on to in a moment. Headstock, I really like that. I'm not averse to the Flight open frame, but I think sometimes you just want something a bit simpler, and that's a really nice, simple, classy, basic headstock faced in this jet black, very glossy, with the Flight logo at the top. I think that's lovely. I just think that's all I want sometimes. The tuners are Pro L open gears with little black buttons and gold hardware. They're very good quality. Really like these tuners, very much like Grover's. It comes with a set of D'Addario EJ53B baritone strings with a wound D and G, and as well as the pickup, you also get the now ubiquitous but excellent quality. I really like these, the red Flight gig bags, which is so famous now. And the price is why I went with this one, because this is available in the UK at about $339. So that's considerably less than the cost of the Fireball, which is what, over 500. So that's why I went with it. Yeah, it's laminate, so that's why the price is a bit cheaper, but I got no problem with laminate, as people know. And in fact, on bigger bodied instruments, laminate is less of an issue in the back and sides. Taylor, Martin make guitars with laminate back and sides, and they're really good. So that didn't put me off in the slightest. It's less decor, but there we are. I still think it's an attractive looking instrument. Baritones are always heavier than other instruments. Obviously, they're bigger. This one's a heavy baritone. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It's 1,005 grams, and that's because there's a pickup in there as well, which is part of it, but also this big body. But other than that, balances really nicely in the hand in all directions. And as I said about the setup on this is absolutely bang on. But I've seen a video sent to me of what the setup was like on this when it arrived from the Flight distributor, and it was terrible. Now, I've said this before about Flight. They're great instruments, but quite often, and a worrying amount of poor setups I'm hearing about, that the dealers are having to do quite a lot of work before they sell them. So yeah, if you're using a good dealer like World of Ukes or Southern Ukulele Store or somewhere like that, Eagle Music, Uke Republic in the USA, they're going to check these and set them up for you. But don't buy one from a big box drop shipper or an Amazon or something like that, because you're going to have a lot of work to do. Trust me, I saw what this was like before. I would have sent it back, but Matt wouldn't send out an instrument like that. So now it's set up, it's all right. As you can tell, I do like it. I've knocked back the fit and finish because of that sort of retrospective knowledge I've got about that setup. And I think that probably is only fair anyway, because it probably knocks back a bit of the unconscious bias that must have crept into this. But I do like the look of this. I think it's a very classy instrument. I didn't want the pickup. I didn't want the pickup at all. But other than that, it scratched my itch. Now, why did I want a baritone? Well, I play a lot of guitar, and I like just sort of noodling on guitar. And sorry, Uke fans, I bought this because I wanted something that was kind of guitar sounding. Is that sacrilege to say that? So obviously it's not sounding like your regular. Volume's always going to be good on a baritone, and the volume on this is great. In fact, no doubt, I probably should have adjusted the microphone a little bit. And the sustain again goes on. Really long sustain. It's guitar-like in sustain. It's very baritone sounding, and it's very, very crisp and very, very clear. I love the sound of it. not really going to play that kind of music on baritone, are you? Yeah, very, very clear. Lots of resonance to it. Warm and bit of brightness as well. Don't know what I've just played. And I've been playing this an awful lot, just sort of noodling. Just faffing about and playing and translating guitar riffs onto this. I really like it. I think it's got a really nice sort of full body, really nice crisp tone to it. I think the looks are killer for me. I really like the look of it. Really nice neck to play now it's been set up. Nice and roomy. Nice comfortable instrument to just sort of lay back on the sofa with. And for $339, no, it's not a £100 instrument, but there's very few baritones which are down at that level. But it's not over 500 and it's not kind of layer price. 339 I thought was a pretty decent price for it, actually. Very decent. Don't want the pickup. I don't want the pickup. The Flight Aurora, now covered in my fingerprints. The Flight Aurora Baritone EQA 339, solid spruce top, laminate Indian rosewood. I think it's Indian rosewood, back and sides, in that modern swoopy shape. Yeah, I'm pleased I bought it, but beware my unconscious bias. But, you know, I bought it, so that is the recommendation, I suppose. I wouldn't throw my own money at something that I didn't think was any good, and I'm not sending it back, so I'm keeping it. Right, thank you very much for watching and your ongoing support. It's much appreciated. How many more have we got now until Christmas? I think I've got a couple more instruments coming, something really, really funky coming next week that's come to me from abroad and been through the customs process, so there's a bit of excitement for you. Yeah, a couple more I think, and then the Christmas break. Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves in the week ahead. Have a good time. Look after each other. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.